Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Tasteless podcast. 3.5. Shut up. How's it going, guys?
What's up, man? Yeah,
Man.
3.5.
Missed a week
It's
because
kind of like
of
Lion
busy.
King 1.5. You know, because the second one was all right, and then 1.5 comes through. You know, really pulls it all together.
That's right. How's everybody doing? Are we doing all right?
Tired as
No, but yes.
Woo.
You know, I'm
Right.
actually kind of glad that hurricane ended up going to southward instead of here.
True.
Bro, I
It
can't
actually
wait to make a little money
almost-
off of it too.
It almost entirely missed Tampa.
And it wiped Fort Myers halfway off the map.
It did indeed.
Eh,
That's
did
probably
indeed.
going to be where they send us whenever we go to do the relief program.
Oh yeah.
You know, I have seen a ton of posts about relief work, 3,000 a week, relief work, 4,000 a week, and it just has trafficking all over it. Like if you can get in touch with like a legit agency, then that's one thing. But sharing something off of, you know, a Facebook post, I don't trust it.
Yeah, mine's through the company I work for. They're working on building a contract right now to get us paid when we go do it.
You guys, while you guys go to a relief effort, I'm going to a Sabaton concert. Suck my dick.
I don't know. That seems kind of like a relief effort for me. You know, you're leaving their your money into their pockets.
But all right, so I
Not
gotta
if you're helping anyone.
like I was telling you guys, I got a story with my dad. So my
Alright.
parents have chickens. Okay, my dad built this fairly nice chicken coop, set it in the backyard, put it up off the ground, right? So,
All right, with what we were talking about earlier, I really hope you're not about to tell me your dad fucked a chicken.
no, God no. The
All right,
fuck
just
would
had to
my
make
dad
sure.
fuck a chicken?
Just
What
had
the
to make
fuck?
sure
Why is
before
that
you
where
went
you
to
jumped?
launching into this.
Why
I'm
did you
sorry,
jump to
just-
my dad fucking a chicken?
The whole topic we had earlier, I'm really, really having to be careful with what we have in here because I don't feel like cutting out 3/4 of an episode.
No. I wouldn't say it's funnier than that, but it's funny.
On today's episode of Joseph's Dad Fucks a Chicken.
No, so they got this super nice chicken coop, right? Well, it's not like insulated or anything, right?
No,
It's a fucking
Just
chicken
a
coop
chicken.
in
Yeah.
Florida. So my mom goes out there to get eggs. Okay, she's walking in there. They find a snake, right? So she runs back inside. It's like 11 at night. My mom runs back inside. She gets my dad, who's passed the fuck out, right? He's already been drinking, right? So he's a little on the edge, little tipsy.
Yeah, it's Brian.
And he goes walking outside. He sees the snake, right? So this is the first time they find a snake. Okay, so he gets the fucking snake out of there, cuts the head off of it. They forget about it, right? Well, a couple weeks later, my mom goes back in there. This time they got a light hanging in there so that she can see, right? So it turns on the light. And there's a fucking ginormous snake sitting in one of the like the roosts, right? And my mom goes running back inside. It's late at night again. My dad comes outside this time because my mom told him it was a big ass snake. Okay, he comes running outside this time with a 12 gauge shotgun. Okay, he goes into the fucking chicken coop and proceeds to blast 2 holes through the chicken coop trying to shoot the snake. He hit it. Okay, he hit the snake, but he went whole
He
ass
hit the
Elmer
snake.
Fudd.
He hit the
I was
floor.
expecting fucking poofs of
Wonderful.
feathers.
No. He blasted the head of the snake off, right? But he also blasted a fucking, like, baseball sized hole in the back of the chicken coop all the way to the ground.
that reminds me a lot. Again, my fiance's fucking dad. I was at her house or their house at one point, and I look out the window because they've got a bunch of those really big banana spiders just sitting out their window. So I was like looking at them because they get real fucking big. I look out the window, I look down, and there's a snake there. It's like I don't remember what kind of snake it was, but he had just gotten a new gun. He had just gotten a little fucking what the fuck was it? The Judge. No. Yeah, he got the little revolver,
So it's a
little
410.
revolver called the Judge. Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
He's not shooting like a shell out of it. He's shooting 45 long out of it. He opens up the fucking window, just kind of like sticks his arm out the window, blam! Fucking blows the snake's head off, closes the window, and acts like it never fucking happened.
That is amazing.
Blew the
Just
head
like-
off the snake and the body followed the bullet down into the earth.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if something that would have happened with it, but like, I'm not
Cartoon
joking.
style.
Just open the window, arm out the window, pointing down, blam, close it. He doesn't even aim, by the way. No aim whatsoever. Just fucking open the window, arm out window, not even really looking, just looking at the snake, fires, closes the window, moves on with his day.
That's pretty amazing. Not gonna lie.
All on a good day.
It's fucking
Right,
hilarious. It's true. And what's funny, he did that while the fucking spiders are just kind of chilling right there in the window.
Also, hang on. You said they get pretty big. Those fucking banana spiders get ginormous here.
Okay, as somebody who lives and likes snakes, lives near snakes and likes snakes, fucking, those are tiny compared to the fuckers that we've seen. You've seen the wolf spiders that pop up in Baker, right?
Oh yeah.
Those fuckers are massive.
Bro, I have a banana spider that lives on my back porch. Motherfucker's the size of a dinner plate.
Bro,
I'm not joking.
I had a wolf spider at work that was so fucking big that whenever I stepped on it, I had to actually like forcibly step on it, and it crunched loud enough for them to hear it like 20 feet away.
That just reminds me of the fucking. That just reminds me of the fucking cow ants in Baker.
Oh my god!
Don't even start with me. There's so many fucking velvet wasps up there right now.
For those of you who don't know, cow killers or velvet ants, velvet wasps, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so the reason why they're called what they
Fucking
are
with fire
is because first of all, the outside of them incredibly strong. They're super hard to fucking kill unless you're standing on pavement, and so whenever you end up like finding them, pray to God you don't get stung by it.
Oh my god.
They're not literal cow killers, but it'll fuck you up.
The pain is said to be so bad it can kill cows. Didn't what was his name? Coyote Peterson. Did he get bit by one?
Yeah, he did it too,
Yes,
didn't he? Like the second, or was it the third worst bite? Like the worst pain.
It was the second one.
All I'm gonna say is that man got
I think
paid
it was
for
the
his
third.
trouble. That's for sure.
I think it was the third because the first was a bullet ant, the second was a tarantula hawk, and then the third was the cow killer. All I'm saying, dude, is if you get anywhere near those things, you pray to God you don't get stung. Those things are gnarly, okay? The stingers on them
they're
literally
wingless wasps. That's all they are.
Yeah.
Well, some of them have wings, and that's what the females have the wings. Or was it the females have wings?
The day I see a cow killer ant that fucking flies.
I've seen a cow
Have you
killer
not
ant
seen
that
the
flies.
fucking Japanese giant hornets? The fucking like 2-inch long hornets.
Those are some big motherfuckers. Oh my
I'm telling
God.
you.
So this is the bug. This is the bug and animal podcast this time, right?
So,
Oh my God.
have you guys ever seen coconut worm larvae or pupae, whatever they're called?
Can't say I have now.
No.
Well, look it up.
What the fuck's it called?
Coconut worm larvae or whatever. Apparently, they eat them over in Korea, and I have to try them. And I want you guys to see what's going to be going into me.
Other than penis.
No, there'll be no
That's the
penis
end
in
of the show.
Korea. No.
Oh, it's
That's
like the
standard
quintessential
Korean farewell.
Yeah.
They just plug your ass.
No, it's just like the standard grub. Like whenever you think of somebody eating a grub, it's
Standard
like big,
my
fat motherfuckers.
ass. That thing would put most
big
men to
grubs.
shame.
Motherfucker, I'd try that. Don't be a pussy.
All I'm saying is, you season that motherfucker right, I will eat it all day long.
Nope.
Again, I will try anything. I will try any food
I will try
once.
anything once.
Well,
yeah.
they also have silkworm larvae that they fry, and I've heard that's pretty good.
Yeah, they're
Nope.
like little crunchy rice
Nope.
dishes almost.
I come from America. I come from the U.S. where we have good food. We don't have to eat grubs, so I'm good. Nope.
Hey, all I'm saying is, if grubs are
Piggy's
good
the one in the
food,
group.
they're good food.
Yeah, biggest one in the group says nope, of course.
You're
Yeah,
damn
but Joseph's
right.
also a texture eater. Like, he's one of those that if the
Yeah, if I
texture's
bite
off, it
into
could be
that
the most
motherfucker-
delicious thing in the world, and he'd be like,
Bro, if I
it
bite
could
into the
literally be
motherfucker and it
God tier.
squirts back, I want nothing to do with it.
Well,
if I
steak,
bite it and it's
motherfucker.
sitting there trying to chew on my tongue.
Ugh, God.
Nope.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not eating that motherfucking thing.
I mean, I'm looking forward to all my adventures over there and stuff, but
No, you're
I
not.
don't.
No,
I
you're
just don't know.
not. You're
By
like, I'm
adventures, he
fucking
means he's gonna hire a
horrified.
hooker. Then you're
Make
gonna,
sure it's a
you're gonna
good
hire
one.
yourself a little hooker.
A
A
little
what?
hooker.
Oh,
Just a little hooker.
Now
You
he's
find yourself
definitely
a
going to the
midget
back
hooker?
streets to try some
No.
fucking to try some dog though.
Oh, 100%.
I've heard it's the best meat on earth.
I'd try
Wow.
dog, but I don't know.
He's like, I tried dog, but not hooker. It's like, that sounds gross.
I
Why
mean,
would you
depends
eat
on how you
hooker?
grill it.
But no, I will definitely, we'll definitely have plenty of stories for the podcast when I get back.
Salted pork. That's what human meat tastes like.
Oh yes, Palted Sork.
Yeah, this is a really weird topic with the fact that Dahmer is out right now.
Well, the
I
fact that
totally
it's,
forgot about that.
Uh,
Oh my gosh,
same.
did you hear
It's so
people
popular.
freaking out about the fact that it has the LGBTQ tag?
it
Wait,
doesn't
seriously?
anymore. They removed it.
But yeah, they removed it. Even though Jeffrey Dahmer is gay. Or he was.
Yeah.
And he also
Yeah.
targeted gay men. Young, gay black men, specifically.
Well,
So
now
they
we'll
removed the tag
learn.
because people
Well,
were
tell you
pissed
what,
off
tell you
about
what, they can call him a people eater, but they can't call him a racist.
I'm sure there are people actually calling him a racist.
Wow.
I'm
that's
pretty sure there
amazing.
are people calling him a white supremacist because he specifically went after gay black men.
It
I don't
was
know,
just
depends on
his.
how you look at it.
Hey,
Yeah, but how's it make him a
everybody
white
has their own
supremacist,
taste,
though?
Okay.
That's the thing. I don't know. That's the funny part. I really don't know.
All right, you
Like I said, it
fuckers
just
aren't
depends
gonna
on how you look
gloss
at it.
over that joke.
See, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
we
though.
are.
He did not kill them because he hated them. He killed them because he liked them a little too much.
Everybody has their own taste.
Including Jeffrey Dahmer.
And he found out what a lot of people had their taste in, huh, Dylan?
Yeah, he did.
Mm.
Please don't make that noise. Please don't
This one
make
right here?
that noise.
Just took
This
it
is
a
the, this is the
little,
vintage Jessica
too
jerky.
seriously.
No, that's a woman. He didn't eat women.
Vintage
aware of.
Laquandarius jerky.
There you go.
He didn't kill any women. I thought he did.
I don't actually
I'm
remember. I'm pretty
pretty
sure it was just
positive it was almost exclusively male.
yeah.
All right, which one of you fucks?
Well, I'll let you take a
Listen.
wild guess. It ain't me because mine don't pick up farts unless I put my ass on the mic.
Bro, I've got to adjust my microphone that way it picks them up better.
Goes out of his way to make sure his mic can pick up his shit stains.
Goes out of his
All
way
I'm
to
gonna say is-
purposely shove the mic up his ass.
It'll be funny, is all that matters.
Listen, also in my defense,
It's
I've
good
been,
for a laugh, then yes.
I've been thriving off of chili dogs lately, so you're welcome.
He's looking
Dude,
to
the
sell his
footlong
farts.
conies from
Wonderful.
Sonic. The footlong conies from Sonic. are
Oh my god, I haven't had a
I
foot long
love 'em.
coney in a while. Oh, dude, I haven't had a fucking chili cheese dog from Sonic in a while either. The foot long chili cheese dog.
Dude, that's what I get. I get their footlong. I get their footlong
conies.
coney with onions and mustard.
12
Bro,
inches all natural.
speaking of Sonic, I'm gonna go look at a house that's behind the Sonic here in town.
I thought it was behind
And-
Taco Bell.
Have I
Taco Bell
Sonic and Taco Bell are
side
next
by
door to each
side by
other.
side.
It's a joke.
But have I told you guys about the issues I've been having getting a fucking house here lately?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Somewhat.
I know about it.
I know about some of it.
All I'm gonna say on the topic is I've had 2 viewings set up, and both of them were sold out from under me. And
The second
other
one we rolled
5
up on them signing the contract.
literally like I want to say it was 6 houses that I set aside to have viewings, and before I could even schedule the viewing for the house, 5 of them were under contract. That was the last one. I roll up, it's literally like termite, rotten wood bullshit. It's like a fucking nightmare, and they're signing the papers on the house for $180 something thousand. The housing market right now is fucking ridiculous.
To be fair, it's expected to crash quite soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's very, very soon because I have 90 days on my pre-approval letter.
It's gonna fuck a lot of people when it crashes.
Yeah, but it's also
If
gonna
you
help
can,
people
if
here
you
and
can
there,
get it, before, then you're screwed because then your equity goes down the trash.
Yeah, but
Yeah, tell me about it.
it's one of those things like if you're not looking to resell the home, it's not going to be that bad.
Yeah, it'll just take a couple. I mean, it'll be quite a while before the housing market recovers. I mean, to be fair, the rest of the economy still hasn't recovered from COVID. So,
To be perfectly fair, fuck the government and
fuck COVID, it's fake.
defund the IRS.
yeah, true. Defund the IRS is definitess true.
Don't
Any
forget the
other-
ATF.
Piss off a lot of people.
Any other-
Oh yeah, the
political
army that is the IRS now.
All 85,000 of them.
The NRA is a scam. I signed up and I still haven't received my free rifle. or my school shooter lessons.
Oh, let me just go buy my my AR-15 that's chambered in 50 cal. Go walking into a school.
That's an
I'm gonna go get my
It's an
9mm
AR-10.
handgun and blow people's lungs out.
All right, you both said two different fucking things.
It's an AR-10. The AR-10 platform is for larger calibers.
I know. I was just.
We need to be
Oh, I know.
politically correct, Joseph. Everything is an AR-15.
Oh yeah, but you gotta be even more politically correct. It's a
Everything.
ghost gun.
Pistols issue 9mm.
Yeah,
It's got a 30 caliber clip. Don't forget it.
God, I hate you.
As Dylan said, I gotta whip out my 9mm that way I can blow somebody's lung out of their body.
Motherfucker, I said the 9mm shit.
Fuck
No,
you, I
Dylan
said
said
it too.
Oh,
didn't hear you say it,
on the topic of bullets,
Oh, boy.
On the topic
I have
of
a bunch of old what's the
Oh
word
my
for it?
god.
They're
7mm.
just old 7mm rounds, and
Oh, I'll take those. Those go in my hunting
You don't
rifle.
want them. You do.
You
not
wanna
want
shoot 'em?
them.
Fuck you, yeah, motherfucker. I have got the
No.
cojones. I
I
forgot.
promise you don't want these.
Nick, you ever seen a penny that's been stuck in a drainage ditch for 4 years? That's what it looks like.
Motherfucker, I shot a shotgun shell that looked like that out of the fucking
Okay.
AR-12 that I got.
Okay, a shotgun shell is one thing, but the pressures that you do within a 7mm, if you pull one of the trigger on one of these things and just one of them is wrong, you are dead.
It's fucking fine. I'll do it.
Yeah, but
I'll
see,
do
do
it
you want
Kentucky
the
ballistics
do you want
would
the
kill you
7mm
otherwise.
Mauser or the 7mm Remington? Which one?
Remington. He can only
Yeah.
shoot Remington. Mauser goes to a completely different firearm.
I know.
Motherfucker, I'll
We-
do
we
a
can-
fucking Kentucky ballistic. I'll do a fucking him and fire it from a mile away.
I was
We
gonna
tested
just
all-
tear them apart and melt them down, but if you guys wanna do something with them,
Fuck
around and find out.
Cringe thinking about
Nick, you're gonna definitely fuck around and find out. You do that.
it. Yeah.
Damn fucking straight.
Actually, you probably won't even be able to fit these in the chamber because of how much extra
Corroded they
debris
are, like,
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. So if one of us doesn't show up to the podcast next week,
You know why?
Be specific to me.
Next time on the Tasteless podcast, what happened to Nick's arm?
we have
Nah,
the
just-
the right half of Nick's face.
Nah, dude, just put a thumb in it.
Next
That's
time
how
on
that shit works.
Tasteless
If
podcast,
YouTube's
the title is just going to be brain damage.
And the brain damage.
no, that should be
And the
not
brain
gonna lie, that should
damage.
be this one. Or
Oh,
actually,
man.
that should have been the name of our podcast in general, just brain damage.
True.
Oh my god. We're not rebranding. I just
Us
made all this
talking
shit.
is gonna give them brain damage.
We would have been canceled so fast.
Oh,
I mean,
dude,
probably.
yes.
It would have been funny as fuck though. Would have been a good run. Dude, cancel
good
speed run.
2-episode run.
Cancel speed run.
We're literally not even a month in. You guys realize
That's
this
like
shit's
those
not-
guys who have so much money they try to find out who can get a ticket first. Have you seen those
True.
videos?
Yeah.
They get in sports cars like Lamborghinis and stuff. Just go zooming and see who can get a ticket first. And
Those are the
it's
same people who are like yelling at the cops, like, "I didn't do anything wrong. What
I
crime
know my
did I commit,
rights."
sir? I know my rights." Yeah, those people.
It sounds a lot like the bikers who get irritated at people for doing something stupid and they do something stupid right after, right before.
You mean
Oh,
idiots with cars? That whole subreddit is
idiot.
just gold.
True.
It's gold, dude. You see somebody who's like, "Am I the asshole here?" And they just like obviously cut somebody off, cause them to ram into a fucking guardrail, and they're like, "Well, maybe if they would have slowed down, like
Maybe if you wouldn't have,
it's fucking."
gone over 3 lanes of traffic without a blinker all within the span of 2 seconds, they would have been trying to slam on their brakes.
You know what? That
man.
that actually brings up something. I am actually getting really tired of all these people driving behind me in the mornings when I go to work, being right on my ass. And when I
Yeah,
need to
right
slow down
side.
and turn into work, I always get a middle finger and then the horn's being blared at me. It's not my fault. The brake lights and the blinker don't work.
I mean, it kinda is.
It's not my fault.
Okay,
Half the fucking shit
wait,
don't
Which
work.
one was
It
that you had
kinda
put in the back of the
is.
truck?
Kinda
No,
is.
no. Okay. I replaced the bulbs. It's not the bulbs. It's a wiring issue. I'm not an electrician. I can't do anything about it.
But you
I'm
can
not
go
an
get it.
electrician, he says.
can
But you
fix
drive a
it.
vehicle.
I mean,
You may not be an electrician, but there's people with jobs for that, you know.
yes, and that costs
hit the
money that I
button,
don't feel like
Bob knocked
spending.
off his wiring issue.
Just go onto Craigslist. I'm sure you can find a Craigslist.
I did not. Nope. You do not hire people from Craigslist.
no,
We've talked about this, Nick. I don't wanna have
we haven't.
ending.
No, we haven't, motherfucker. No one told me shit. Finally, get him off
Okay,
Facebook
here you go,
Marketplace.
Nick.
Just
Don't do it.
I don't know. Marketplace
You're
doesn't
like-
seem too smart either.
We talked about bad advice earlier. Hire someone from Craigslist.
That is probably the worst thing you could do.
Listen, I'm sure
Yeah, I
there's some
held a
people...
wrench once. I can fix your AC.
Right. Exactly.
it's more of a yeah. I turned on a fan once. I could probably install a bathtub.
Oh shoot,
You
man! I
know,
opened a Coke
that's
once or twice. I can deliver your baby.
just like this dude I was talking to the other day at work. He pissed me off so bad, okay? He calls up there and says, "Oh, you know, my tractor isn't starting up anymore. I've been having to jump up and down on the seat to get it to start, and now it just won't do anything." I said, "Well, it sounds like that, you know, they have a pressure switch."
Wait. On like a tractor or a forklift.
A tractor, not a
How
forklift, a
about, is the
tractor.
battery under the seat?
No,
It's got a thing where you.
there's a pressure switch under the seat.
Yeah.
So, I have never seen a tractor. Granted, most of the tractors that I've got or that my family owns are relatively older, but I have never seen a tractor with a pressure sensor.
All
under
new
the
tractors
seat.
have them. All new tractors have them.
That's
Lawnmowers,
stupid.
tractors, all of them have them.
I don't
but-
think that
Lawnmowers and
classifies
forklifts.
as stupid.
Well, it's a safety thing, you know. That way you don't get off of it and get run over.
Yeah,
But-
I don't think I classify that one as stupid.
Where's the fun in
See,
that?
okay. See,
But-
the only issue I've got with that is one of the people I used to work with. She was she was tall, but she was thin, and we had a forklift that had that in it. She could not use the forklift because of that.
Because
Because she did not weigh enough to turn, and she was forklift certified too. That's the funny part. But
Not
she
on
was
that
not every time, and this I'm not gonna say any names because this part I'm pretty sure was not OSHA approved. She would sit on a bag of dog food.
She got up on the
the
fucking. She got up on there and she was like, "Ah, yeah, time to start work." And the forklift's like, "You are not worthy."
You're a child. You cannot use this.
How tall was she?
She was like 6'5"
And didn't weigh enough?
and
Motherfucker
did
was
not weigh
anorexic.
enough. Believe it or not, she wasn't. She really wasn't.
Then how the fuck does she not weigh enough, but you do?
That's a good question.
Because
Nick,
the weight
you're
limit,
like a fucking.
I weigh 170 pounds. I think last time I weighed myself, I was 172.
How long ago
What
was
fucking
that?
scale are you
Sure as
stepping on?
fuck. Yeah, I was like- I was
On
gonna say.
Jupiter?
I mean, you can believe it or not. Literally, there's a bathroom scale upstairs. I can literally go up there right now. Fuck you. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to weigh myself. Eat my ass,
138.
motherfucker.
140. 140. Calling it.
496.
But no.
496 pounds.
Anyways,
With
before
my
he rudely
long
interrupted
red
me,
stick.
so the dude starts talking about how he can't start his tractor anymore. I was like, well, yeah, you know, we literally just got one out of the shop, had the same problem. We had to replace the seat switch. And he was like, well, you know, I'm an aircraft mechanic. I'm going to
So
diagnose it because I don't want you just trying to take my money from me. I was like, okay. So he requests the entire electrical diagram of this fucking tractor, right? Wants me to look it up.
boy.
I look it up, and it's split up into sections. It's like 50 pages for the entire electrical diagram of this entire tractor. So I was like, you know what, sir? I can get you, what a little bit concerns the seat switch, but that's about it. And he just kept constantly reminding me how he's an aircraft mechanic and he knows what he's talking about and what he needs.
Mm.
And I'm like, my guy, this is a tractor, not an airplane. I was like, you might be overqualified for it. You might know how to read electrical diagrams, but have you ever worked on a tractor? I said, you mess it up. You mess up one little thing and your $70,000 tractor becomes a paperweight.
True.
Anyway,
You know,
170 bitches.
I don't know.
I
I think you're
believe you.
bullshitting.
I think you're
710.
Share your screen or it doesn't count.
bullshitting. 710 pounds.
You're reading upside down, my boy. It says 71.
Get my
Oh,
screen, you
God.
say.
Oh no.
Nick, can I click on this?
You may click
Yes,
on
it's.
Is it safe? It's not Pornhub, is it?
that.
Nick just casually starts streaming porn up to the Discord server.
You know, there are actually guys who post Minecraft videos onto Pornhub.
Yeah, there's people that post all sorts of videos on Pornhub.
All on there.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, you know what? We might start posting a podcast. You know,
I mean,
guys get
you
done with
know?
whatever they're doing, and then they're like, you know what? I could use some good, high quality content that makes me laugh, and then they
wait,
click on
all
our
I'm
video.
gonna say is, me too, Nick.
This
Hey!
motherfucker's playing on me too.
We're all playing Elden Ring.
I tell you what.
I'm playing
Wait,
Minecraft.
no, he's playing
Tell
Minecraft.
you what.
All
I'm
right,
playing
Hood.
Elden Ring in real life. I just
We should
stabbed my boss to
absolutely
death yesterday.
Post the podcast on Pornhub. Dylan,
You know what?
I know
Don't
it,
mess
I know
with
it
me. I
doesn't.
have
It-
all of the past
Fuck
episodes.
I know it doesn't take that long to post things to Pornhub, Dylan. So it better not take you half an hour. That's all I'm saying.
I say
Do you guys want me to post it right now? Because I'll post it on the podcast.
do it.
Do it.
Posting the podcast on the podcast, plugging the podcast on the podcast.
Hey guys,
Alright,
go
give
watch our
me
podcast.
one moment.
Advertisements.
Podcast.
I just did. Oh my god, I
What the
fucked
fuck
up.
did you do? What'd you do?
I jumped off of
Alright,
something
there's
and it was too high.
videos.
What are you? Are you
Fall
playing
damage in
Minecraft?
Elden
Or you're
Ring, that's
playing,
all I
you're
gotta
playing
say.
Elden Ring. That's right.
All right.
You know, we still have yet to do that legitimate playthrough of Minecraft for us.
We can do
I
it.
know we started it last time, and then or during
Wait, can I
podcast
pull
number
up
one.
Pornhub.com
No,
on? No, I can't.
on stream, no.
Yeah, let's
No,
not do
no.
that.
What kind of question is that?
No balls.
All
no
right, so I'm gonna
balls.
record my screen for the background of the podcast.
I
Can
mean,
I
I
open
could
Pornhub?
blur it. I could absolutely blur it.
No, we're not Markiplier trying not to get banned. They'll fuck us up for that.
That's fair. Yeah,
Well,
we're kind of new.
which means we'll fly under the radar. They'll never see it coming. They'll watch your
don't
first.
think we'll
They'll
be
watch your
fine.
first two episodes
Wait.
and go, "These guys are fucking boring as shit." We're not
Our
watching this shit all the way
grandmother,
through.
our grandmother has seen the podcast. If she watches an episode, there's porn in it.
I
Ah,
guarantee
that's
she'll
fair.
probably laugh.
I don't know. I don't think so. She might laugh
Tell
at
you
Dylan
what,
joking
tell you what,
about it.
How about I make a short of it later and just blur it, because then it's a 30-second video that I'm deleting and not an hour video.
Nah, that'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Why not? Let's all just start looking at porn. Group therapy session.
Bet. I'm just kidding.
Porn with the boys.
On
No
a
homo.
Saturday night.
Yeah, no.
Burger-
homo.
Burger
Friday
King foot,
Foot
lettuce.
Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce.
That's right, you frog-headed son of a bitches. Die. Hey.
Bro,
Hey, hey.
I
don't
am
know what
not
porn you're
able
watching.
to- I can't seem to summon my ashes here. Like, you're supposed to summon your ashes to be able to open the
That's a
seal.
weird way of doing VR porn.
Oof.
Just summoning a clone
What?
of yourself. Is it masturbation at that point?
You know what?
I don't know. Ask
It-
Naruto.
I don't know, because that is a very good question.
Benja,
Science
please
side of YouTube,
Do
tell
not
us.
ponder this conundrum.
We're pondering.
We pondered.
Welcome to the Tasteless podcast, where we ask the
Ponder.
important questions.
We ask the questions that you're
We're
too
asking the
scared
real
to.
shit.
So if you
The
summon a clone
questions
of
everyone wants to
yourself,
know the answer to, but they don't want to actually ask them, that's what we're for.
if you summon a clone of yourself,
Is it gay or masturbation? Answer it.
It's gasturbation.
Technically,
masturbation.
every man on earth that has touched himself is homosexual, as you always have a penis in your hand.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you touch
Have
it?
you guys heard that
we've seen
story?
that video.
Oh, I wasn't talking about a video. What fucking video you were talking about?
Have you not seen the ones like if it's the dude talking cod? It's fucking what the fuck did he say? It's guys, is it gay or are you gay if you touch yourself or because you're touching dick like that? And it's like guys,
Bro, all
are
I'm
you
gonna
gay
say
if
is
you
if you
look at a
look in
guy
a mirror, you're
because he's
literally
got a dick?
because you're checking out a dude's reflection.
Yeah, that was in there.
Yeah,
So
I've
I
seen that
heard this-
video.
I heard the story from an ER nurse, and
boy,
she was
that's
talking
pretty
about
good.
how this guy came in. He looks like he's almost jaundiced, right? He's super fucking infected for some reason. Well,
Oh no.
turns out, he fell, right, and he scraped his ass,
Ooh.
right. which isn't that big of a deal, okay? Except this guy did not believe in washing his asshole.
The boy doesn't wipe his
gay.
ass?
Because it's gay. That's what he said.
Oh my god.
So
I need my
this
ass
guy,
amputated because it's gay.
so this guy goes into the hospital and has to have like several rounds of antibiotics because he is fucking septic because he refused to wash his asshole.
Hear that, folks? Don't wash your own asshole.
No, wash your damn ass.
Don't wash it.
I don't
Bro,
know.
if you aren't
Seems
butt
kind of
chugging
sus to
fucking
me.
soap, then you got a problem.
Butt chugging soap? I don't know, that's worse. That's worse.
Fair.
Wait,
I don't know.
guys. The age-old question I've been asking that I ask Joseph every time I see one. Give me a second.
What
Give
did
me
you
a
just see,
second.
Nick? We were
Oh,
talking about porn a
nothing.
second ago. Now you're seeing shit. What you seeing?
Yeah, we were talking about
Oh,
a dirty
no.
man's asshole. No, what are you talking about?
Joseph, mimic. Are we guessing mimic or chest? Mimic or chest?
Mimic.
Oh god.
Well, I know it's chest.
Yeah, it was a mimic. It'd have already.
Mimic, motherfucker!
Oh, there's like those videos where it's like cake or real,
Nick, why the
and
fuck
9
are
times
you
out of
so
10 it's actually a
short?
piece of cake.
Because I'm a
Because it's
dwarf,
plain-
motherfucker.
What the fuck? are you
Anyway,
playing?
so me and Dylan were arguing about this earlier. So did you guys hear that they're reverting the loadout changes for Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah, we talked about it last episode, didn't we?
Well, the more details came out about it a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, I'll let you finish that. Then that brings up a topic that I've got too. Carry on.
So they decided that because I don't know, the player base seems pretty split on the change of loadouts. I think all of us are pretty firmly in the camp of like they just need to go.
Yeah, I like
doesn't
the
make the
traditional
battle
VR
royale. It
feel.
doesn't make the battle royale feel like a battle royale. And if they're gonna
I
go
don't
for that,
know.
if they're gonna go for a battle royale, like do something that works.
I don't know.
If
I
they were
agree
having
with the,
people bitch about the fucking loot system, then they should have just fixed the loot system instead of scrapping
True.
it and bringing back garbage.
So I agree with the people who said that it gets rid of what made Call of Duty's Warzone special, right? Which it is. It's kind of one of its selling points. But at the same time, the biggest problem with Warzone 1 was all of the garbage ass metas, right? I'm talking about the DMR, the AUG,
Dude.
like
You know, and it's funny too because the word meta is supposed to be the best thing to use.
Trademark.
Instead, there's 50 of them. There can't be 50 metas. There can't be 50 best things to use.
Well, I think even worse than the metas is the metas were fully manipulated by Ravensoft, right? And then they would manipulate those metas into essentially making you want, or almost forcing you to buy the new Call of Duty in order to even have a chance in hell of upgrading those weapons far enough to use them.
Oh, true.
It needs to be more rounded. Like there needs
Well-
to be DMRs and snipers are good at range, and they're all roughly about like this one has good damage and recoil, but like slow rate of fire. This one can cycle quickly and can shoot really far, but the accuracy is not great.
Well,
Like,
you know-
everything
be
needs a
something.
balancing point.
Yeah.
Right.
Because right now there are shotguns that will one shot you from range, but there are snipers and DMRs that 2, 3, 4 shots before you actually even down somebody.
And that's
Dragunov.
at point blank range too.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Well,
at you,
see,
Dragunov.
All I'm
About
saying
what you're
is
talking
if I
about,
shoot you
Joseph.
Point,
50
Dragunov.
cal at point blank range, you're in pieces.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but to
But
be
no.
fair,
Not
Call of Duty is
Duty.
not built on realism, right?
But
Yeah.
I feel like weapon damage should be somewhat universal.
Well,
I mean,
see,
sure.
Because look, if I'm shooting you with an anti-material rifle, I don't care where I shoot you at. You're fucking whatever I hit is vaporized. You're
I mean,
fucking
they
gone.
gave the
Oh, yeah.
fucking anti-material rifle. They gave it 3 bullets and a super slow rate of fire. Like, I don't think it's asking that much for it to be
Viable.
heavy hitting.
Or at the
Well,
very
see-
least, one shot to the head.
are you talking about the right tech?
The right tech's one of them.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they
fucking
changed
god!
it. It one shots to the head now
Thank God.
Does it really?
from any distance. One shots to the
Okay,
head.
but also though in Warzone 2, which are you talking about? like I said, so I think the player base seems pretty split on the whole loadout thing. But
Yeah.
I feel like if you're going to complain about the constant horrible metas that were in Warzone 1, you can't support the loadout system. Because that's what feeds the metas. When everyone and their mother has access to the most broken weapon at any given time, because all it takes is one person to buy a loadout for the entire team, then, like, that's the problem.
Well, yeah.
I can
But
agree with that.
they actually, it was proposed. I don't know if they're actually going to do it or not, but they did propose making a separate mode that's a DMZ style mode, like kind of like Tarkov and stuff.
That's some big shoes to step into, though.
Yeah. So see, I don't know if the person misunderstood it and they're actually going to try for something like Tarkov, where you go in, loot, get out with the loot you have, and progress based on that, or if it's going to be they have a traditional BR style mode and then Warzone. You know, I personally would like to see them split it and have the mode where it's traditional BR, loot, and then go, not drop in, get money, get a amazing gun, and then go. While someone else didn't have that kind of luck and has just a pistol or something.
I don't think it really matters, because in terms of Warzone 2 with a loadout and Warzone 2 without a loadout, that change isn't significant enough for them to justify advertising an entire different mode. I think it's got to be something related to Tarkov, and those are some big shoes to step into. I mean,
that's what we had said before, is like those, it's not just big shoes. It's like that specific style has been so ingrained over the years that the game has been out. It would have to match up and then some.
You know what they say about big shoes?
Big socks.
Stupid joke.
No, not a stupid joke. Not big socks. You know what they say about big shoes? They say big expectations and big failure and big DLCs because the game will never be finished.
No, I think what's going to happen is whenever they release DMZ,
forget big dick.
in the DMZ mode, whatever it ends up being, especially if it's going to end up being something like a Tarkov, they're going to have one of two things is going to happen. It's going to end up like 2042's mode, right? Which literally died within weeks of it releasing, which means it was all a waste to begin with. Or two, it's going to come out and be all right. I don't think there's anything else that could possibly happen unless they did something over the top fantastic. I don't think there's any other possible outcome.
Well, true. I mean, I think that they're trying so hard to mold COD into the sort of center for entertainment as far as streaming goes and all, and content creators. Yeah. But they're changing it so much to try to fit the curve of how everything else is going. Because nowadays it's Tarkov or some kind of stream like that is what most people are watching and doing. And then there's just everybody and their mom's got a COD stream going on where it's watch me play Warzone with this and this, or the TikTok. The new thing on TikTok is I've got an hour to do this on Warzone, or I have to dress up like a maid, or I have to go do something stupid outside for so many minutes, and they just made these fake challenges for themselves, and that is what all of TikTok has become.
I do feel like we're reaching the end of the battle royale as a genre.
Yeah,
I think it's starting to meld into something else, right? And I think Call of Duty's, like us talking about how the loadout is what makes Call of Duty special and what makes it not feel like a traditional battle royale. I think that, and the fact that we've mentioned that in and of itself, I genuinely think that we're witnessing the end of the battle royale as a genre. I don't know.
It's beginning and end of an era.
When World War Z came out and everybody was super hyped for this Horde game mode, or game mode, just game in general. If they could deliver on something like that and not just make it a Left 4 Dead clone, I feel like that would absolutely usher in something new.
Okay, don't get me wrong. That game was good, and the concept they had was good. The only issue I feel like, because that game had so much potential. The way the zombies moved, the way they died, the way the gun mechanics were okay. I was perfectly fine with them because it felt, for the most part, smooth. But they could have done so much more with that game, and the multiplayer on that one is cancer as well.
It's not very good. I don't know. I think
so many opportunities.
I think that the biggest problem that World War Z had was just a mediocre execution across the board. Like everything about it, nothing feels amazing.
They
right?
took
Nothing feels
the
good.
cookie cutter design from
Yep,
previous games
exactly.
that had been successful and just left it at that.
They Ubisoft a Left 4 Dead. That's what they did. That's
Yeah.
literally what they did. Made it third person. That's what it ended up becoming, right? And then, of course, I guess in that same vein, they also some of the developers from Left 4 Dead also released their own game recently, not too recently, but fairly recently, and it flopped as well. So I guess
Are you talking about
Rainbow Six Quarantine?
Back 4 Blood or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Back 4 Blood. That game flopped.
I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of people liked it. It just didn't last very long.
That's because, again, same thing with Battle Royales. That game, or that genre, its heyday is over. It's done. And unless somebody can bring something very new and very fresh, and something that doesn't make it feel like an entirely different genre, I don't think that genre is going to come back.
Honestly, man, I don't think that with how fast-paced the world of video games has become, I don't believe that we're going to be able to get any nice, fully finished, ready to go games for a while.
It's the same thing that people have been complaining about forever. Like deadlines are killing gaming.
Yeah, Elden Ring took forever to come out. Souls players waited forever, but it was worth it. This game's complete. It's nice, great playthrough. Can't say the same thing for COD though. Because instead of polishing up CODs, even if they release an unfinished one, which they have for the last like 10. Shut up.
Only if I get to. Never mind.
Because see, like Modern Warfare 2019, there was so much more they could have done for that game. Instead, they released released Warzone.
Yep.
And then when Cold War came out, they left Modern Warfare alone. They didn't touch it anymore. So now
and to be fair, I think that has everything to do with the 1-year release cycle for COD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I feel like with them moving to the 2-year release schedule, like they said they're going to after Modern Warfare 2, I feel like this is really going to test COD as a franchise as to whether or not they're even capable of supporting a game for 2 years.
That's fair.
Because like Modern Warfare 2019 is a perfect example, right? That was supposed to be the next generation COD, right? That's supposed to be the mark the new era of a COD game, right? That was the whole point of Modern Warfare 2019,
and it delivered, ended up being very.
And it delivered, right? It delivered on several fronts, but the ones where it was lacking, like
were the important
support after the fact, just non-existent, right? I mean, like if you turn the game on right now and try to play it on console, it's literally unplayable. For many people, you can't even launch the game. Right? And this is something that people paid money for. Like that's a problem. That is a big problem.
Well, you see, I was just playing it earlier, but it is very bad. Like on anything less than an Xbox Series X, that game is terrible. I tried playing it earlier and menus freeze, game crashes. You're sitting there trying to do anything and it takes forever for anything to load. If you hit the Xbox button while you're in game, you might as well say goodbye to the next 10 minutes of your time because the game just freezes up and won't go forward.
Yeah.
Like it is just.
Like I said, it's the post-release content and the post-release support. I feel like as a franchise, COD is just horrible at. They're terrible at it. And I mean, this isn't even Modern Warfare 2019 in particular. I just mean like Call of Duty as an entire franchise. They're just bad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the aftercare is definitely where they could use some help.
And that's what I'm saying. Is this 2-year release schedule? They're either gonna
it's gonna save it or it's gonna ruin it.
Yeah. I genuinely think this is gonna either turn into wow, they can actually do this, or they're not going to support it worth a shit, and then people are going to be like, okay, well, if I got to wait 2 years for another COD, you know what I mean?
I'm going to wait 2 years for another garbage game to come out.
Yeah.
I just really hope that, by the time the next COD comes out on the schedule, that it is a nice, polished, may not even fully polished, but at least complete. So I don't got to spend, money to get, new parts of the game or anything else like that.
I feel like the fucking I don't even remember what game it was, but years ago, it was like you buy the game and it's the first half of the campaign, and then you have to purchase the second half of the campaign. It's almost like how Destiny was, but way worse.
Was that on Xbox 360, or am I thinking of a different game?
I think so.
Oh, I can't remember what it was called though.
We'll figure it out for next week at least.
But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, and Halo Infinite was kind of like that, right? Like they released the multiplayer to free, which is great, and then they released the campaign, and it's okay, you know, like it's not really anything good.
You know? I haven't actually gotten to play the campaign yet, you know, because my last computer, I couldn't play it.
Yeah, I mean the multiplayer is fun, right? But it gets stale very fast, very fast.
Yeah.
And then you go and play the campaign, right? Which my wife's dad, he's a Halo guy, so he was stuck on a part of the level, and I played it for him. And I mean, the gameplay is fun, but from what I gathered from whatever part of the story he was stuck at, it just didn't seem like it had any substance. If that makes any sense, like there just wasn't anything there. Like
it was just
fighting a
blank
boss
shooter. Yeah.
Here I am fighting a boss. You know, that's it. You know, it didn't have any significant impact to the story or anything, or it didn't feel like it did. I don't know,
man. I mean, I can see that, but I haven't really gotten to play yet, so I can't really put my input into it.
The little bit of gameplay that I've seen, it just looks like a reskinning of old game mechanics.
Halo 5. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's a Halo 5 with a grappling hook.
Well, you know what? Grappling hook's what makes the game.
I still think a game that needs to come and hurry up and actually come out, I'm sure it's probably not going to, is Titanfall 3.
Bro, if Titanfall 3 could get some support to it and actually be pushed out, I feel like it would revive the entire series.
I think it depends.
Sure it could.
It depends on whether or not Respawn splits their attention.
Yeah, because they're definitely not going to abandon Apex, regardless of how bad they make it.
Right, and then also the same thing could be said for COD too, right? With the DMZ zone and the battle royale and the multiplayer and the campaign. You know, I feel like, isn't it crazy? Okay, can we stop and think about this for a second? The fact that Black Ops 4 explicitly released without a campaign so they could do a battle royale.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a mistake at the time.
I mean, they narrowed their attention enough that they were able to maintain what they were aiming for, which I can respect.
I mean, sure, right? And don't get me wrong, Blackout was fun, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, now they're trying to do the exact opposite. They've moved from one end of the spectrum to the other, where now they're trying to do 4 different modes, right? 4 drastically different modes. Or judging from what the leaks have been. Grain of salt, right? Grain of salt, the leaks, got that. But judging from what the leaks have said, then they're, like I said, now they're on the polar opposite of the spectrum, where now they may be spreading themselves a little too thin. You know what I mean? One of these game modes is going to feel like it's going to get left in the dust. I feel like that's inevitable.
Yeah, probably.
And which, I mean, we can already, I'm sure all of us can guess which game mode that's going to be. It's going to be DMZ, because that isn't what the selling point for Modern Warfare 2 is. It's Warzone 2.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I think in part they're getting a little frantic with trying to, come up with new things and new ideas to keep COD rolling. And I just feel like they're, falling a little short in most areas on it.
Isn't it crazy how what we recognize as the peak of COD, they're essentially reskins of the same game with different guns?
I mean, yeah.
Sounds like a couple of other games we know.
What most people call, the peak of COD was also high school. Middle school, back in the day.
I was also back in the day where you could say anything over chat or over like the voice chat, and
people had a lot
move
less
on
filter
with their fucking
back then.
day.
Yeah, but also people didn't get so offended over it either, which I think.
I mean, it's not the end of the world because somebody said a mean word.
Yeah,
I think that's what's changed is people get
usually
far,
they try to
far
come
more
back
easily
with...
offended. Yeah, if somebody says something fucked up to you, like Nick said, you're just gonna come back and say something even more fucked up.
The aim of the game was to make the person rage quit. Like that was always and fucking uh fucking Team Fortress 2. You literally get an achievement for making someone fucking quit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wait, you didn't know that?
I've never played Team Fortress 2.
I
Really?
okay, I played it a little bit, but I never played it enough.
Oh,
But
bro.
I knew
I
that.
played the fuck out of TF2.
I think
I've never played
it
it.
twice.
Oh, bro. I probably have close to 1,000 hours in TF2.
I definitely do not.
I don't think I
game's
have
fun.
close to that many hours in any game, honestly. I think the
I've
game I have
got-
the most hours in is Skyrim.
I've got close to that many hours in Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. I've got a good couple hundred in Skyrim, and I've got well over 500 on Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3.
You know, I
Also,
wish I could have
probably,
gotten through more of Fallout 4, but it was ruined for me. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
How was it ruined?
Dylan, tell the people why it was ruined.
Oh boy, this is a good fucking story.
So back
Oh, hang
before
on.
I got my Xbox, we shared an Xbox.
Oh boy.
I downloaded mods to play on my playthrough, disabled them after I finished playing, and for whatever reason, completely different profile, they affected his playthrough. So whenever he loads the game, it is now modded so he can't get achievements.
And it just ruined it for me because I was big on the achievements and stuff back then, and I just haven't been able to pick the game back up and play it at all.
Yeah, I went through Fallout 4, I think 4 or 5 times before I modded it. I think I got all the endings. I got the Brotherhood ending, or the Brotherhood of Steel ending. I got the Institute ending. I got the good Minutemen ending, and I got the
All the people
Railroad
are
ending.
dead. The people are dead.
And then I modded the fuck out of it. Now I'm a fucking I've got an anti-material or an anti-tank rifle, which is so much fun to use. That's one of my favorite fucking gun mods in the game.
Man,
I'm running around with an M4 in mine.
Every time I hear about Fallout, all I can think about is how much of a disappointment Fallout 76 was.
Jesus,
Apparently,
that was a flop.
Apparently, it's come back from the fucking dead. It's still a massive disappointment, and then like the player base is gone. But apparently they brought it. Apparently they brought it out of the fucking grave with a bunch of shit they put into it.
Well, see, the way I see it is, they made it. It was like a clone, not clone, a mixture between Fallout 4 and Rust. You know, because you have to go to different places to access different machines and stuff. But at the same time, you have the Fallout 4 part of it where you have to defend your civilization that you got building on your little camps and
nuke
stuff.
Everything else.
And then the multiplayer aspect of it kind of warped it all together.
Well, yeah, but see, that's where the Rust part of it comes into, because while you're outside, using the different machines that you have to use at certain places, players can walk up and just gank you, take all your stuff.
No, I feel like
they did a good job with that. They did a good job of that because you could not, like, they could hit you all they wanted. They couldn't do massive amounts of damage to you until you hit back, and then the fight began. They could do like 1 or 2 damage, I think is what it was, if you did not interpete, like if you did not
they couldn't
fight
kill
them
you
back.
easily unless you were AFK.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they did that part right.
I feel like they set themselves up for failure though whenever it comes to Fallout 76, because they took a Fallout game and tried to make it a looter shooter. And I feel like
the
looter shooter is a genre, don't get me wrong. I do like looter shooter games every now and then. Like Outriders was kind of fun, like Destiny 2 is kind of fun, but they have their place, and within the realm of Fallout, I just feel like it's not very good. I feel like it's not really the realism, it's more related to the atmosphere, right? How far you can get into it, right? That's what makes Fallout so good. Right?
Well, yeah.
You get deep into the world of Fallout, or the deep into the world of the Elder Scrolls, right? I feel like your immersion is really what, right? Your immersion is what builds that game. It's what makes those games so good. And I feel like as soon as you introduce the multiplayer aspect of Fallout, which could be fun, but the way that they did it, I feel like there's no way it could have been massively successful.
Yeah, like Elder Scrolls Online too. Everybody wanted Skyrim multiplayer.
Fuck that game.
Run through Skyrim with your friends. Instead, what we got was Elder Scrolls trying to be World of Warcraft.
Yep.
And I wasn't about it, man. You know, there was a classic Thieves Guild. You know, you could go join them, join Dark Brotherhood, whatever.
Oh,
But
no, man.
To access these different areas, you know,
All right, guys, we're getting
it was
towards
such a
the end of
huge
it.
grind, and it was just ridiculous.
I do feel so. We were talking about hours spent in game. Did you guys see that message? I've seen the message that I just sent to Cursed Images.
No, I hang on.
I'm scared to open Cursed Images because
Blade Warband. That's
there.
right.
2,000. What the? Why do you have 2,600 hours in a game?
So, I used to no life that game.
Fucker, I'm pretty sure you still would if you went back to it.
No, nobody plays the mod pack that I used to play as an online mod pack only. The servers aren't even up anymore. But, yeah, I used to play a multiplayer mod pack for that. It's like a wave-based, you know, build a character, loot things, get better kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. Super fun, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have almost 3,000 hours. But, yeah, there you go. You guys like got a couple hundred here, a couple hundred there. Yeah, how about 3,000?
You know, on PC, the most hours I have in a game, you know, that is being tracked is Elden Ring, only because, you know, playing with you guys, I've put a little over 100 hours into it. On console, it's got to be, you know, Skyrim or you know, the Call of Duty franchise. I can't say a specific Call of Duty, but the franchise itself, I've definitely got well over 1,000 hours. And
overall, I've probably got like between Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, probably like between 1,100 and 1,300 hours.
Between all three Souls games, I've probably got close to 2,500 hours.
I think, other than Mountain Blade Warband, I think the only game that I've put that much time into was probably Diablo 2, and I've probably got well over 3,000 hours in Diablo 2. Easily. I mean, I played that game for fucking 7 years or something. Just hardcore, played the fuck out of that game in Warcraft 3 for, like, genuinely, like, 7 years.
Oh, so look at me! I have 7 years worth of hours in this game.
Yeah, between, like, Warcraft 3... and Diablo 2, I've probably got several thousand hours in both.
Oh, Dylan, bad advice for us.
Yeah, what you got, Dylan? Hit us with some bad advice.
Bad dad. It's bad.
Bad advice.
Yeah,
bad advice.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like a bad
bedazzle.
Right, so we got our camping trip. We got our camping trip coming up. So if you're ever in the forest and you know, you're not paying attention, fucking bear walks up on you, you've got nowhere to go, nowhere to, you know, get the fuck out of Dodge. Best strategy is to run straight at it and fucking hug it, because bears can't scratch their stomachs. Everybody knows that.
Oh my god.
What?
Hit him with the Macarena.
Yes.
All right, boys.
Some poor soul over in India is going to see this, go try to hug a bear, and you're going to get him killed.
That's fine. That's fine. If they listen to it,
everybody have a good
one. From the gene pool.
All right, bye, guys. Good night. Have a wonderful time.
Like and subscribe.
Podcast out.